Welcome to a day in the Word. Today's reading is Numbers chapter 19 through Numbers chapter 21. Numbers chapter 19. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. He said, "These are the laws from the teachings that the Lord gave to the Israelites. Get a red cow that has nothing wrong with it. That cow must not have any bruises, and it must never have worn a yoke. Give that cow to Eleazar, and he will take it outside the camp and kill it there. Then Eleazar the priest must put some of its blood on his finger and sprinkle some of the blood toward the holy tent. He must do this 7 times. Then the whole cow must be burned in front of him. The skin, the meat, the blood, and the intestines must all be burned. Then the priest must take a cedar stick, a hyssop branch, and some red string. He must throw these things into the fire where the cow is burning. Then the priest must wash himself and his clothes with water. Then he must come back into the camp. He will be unclean until evening. The man who burns that cow must wash himself and his clothes in water. He will be unclean until evening. Then someone who is clean will collect the ashes from the cow and put them in a clean place outside the camp. These ashes will be used when someone must keep a special ceremony to become clean. These ashes will also be used to remove a person's sins. The man who collected the cow's ashes must wash his clothes. He will be unclean until evening. This rule will continue forever. This rule is for the citizens of Israel and for the foreigners living with you. Those who touch a dead body will be unclean for 7 days. They must wash themselves with the special water on the third day, and again on the seventh day. If they don't do this, they will remain unclean. Those who touch the body of someone who has died are unclean. If they stay unclean and then go to the Lord's holy tent, they make it unclean. So they must be separated from the Israelites. Because the special water was not thrown on them, they remain unclean. This is the rule about those who die in their tents. If someone dies in the tent, everyone in the tent will be unclean for 7 days. And every jar or pot without a lid becomes unclean. If there is a dead body out in a field, whether the person died in battle or for some other reason, whoever touches that dead body or its bones or even its grave will be unclean for 7 days. If you have become unclean, someone must use the ashes from the burned cow to make you clean again. They must pour fresh water over the ashes into a jar. That clean person must take a hyssop branch and dip it into the water. The clean person must sprinkle it over the tent, the dishes, and any people who were in the tent. That clean person must do this for anyone who touches a dead body, its bones, or even a grave. Then that clean person must sprinkle this water on you on the third day and again on the seventh day. On the seventh day you will become clean. You must wash your clothes in water, and you will become clean in the evening. Whoever becomes unclean and does not become clean must be separated from the community. If an unclean person is not sprinkled with that special water and does not become clean, that person might make the Lord's holy tent unclean. This rule will be for you forever. And whoever sprinkled the special water must wash their clothes because they will be unclean until evening. And whoever an unclean person touches will be unclean until evening. Numbers chapter 20. The Israelites arrived at the desert of Zin in the first month of the year. The people stayed at Kadesh. Miriam died and was buried there. There was not enough water for the people at that place, so the people met together to complain against Moses and Aaron. The people argued with Moses and said, "Maybe we should have died in front of the Lord like our brothers did. Why did you bring the Lord's people into this desert? Do you want us and our animals to die here? Why did you bring us from Egypt? Why did you bring us to this bad place? There is no grain, there are no figs, grapes, or pomegranates, and there is no water to drink. So Moses and Aaron left the crowd of people and went to the entrance of the meeting tent. They bowed down to the ground, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. The Lord spoke to Moses and said, "Get the special walking stick. Take your brother Aaron and the crowd of people and go to that rock. Speak to the rock in front of the people. Then water will flow from the rock, and you can give that water to the people and to their animals." The walking stick was in the holy tent in front of the Lord. Moses took the walking stick as the Lord said. Moses and Aaron told the people to meet together in front of the rock. Then Moses said, "You people are always complaining. Now listen to me. I will cause water to flow from this rock." Moses lifted his arm and hit the rock twice. Water began flowing from the rock, and the people and their animals drank that water. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "You did not trust me enough to honor me and show the people that I am holy. You did not show the Israelites that the power to make the water came from me, so you will not lead the people into the land that I have given them." This place was called the waters of Meribah. This is where the Israelites argued with the Lord and where he showed them that he was holy. While Moses was at Kadesh, he sent some men with a message to the king of Edom. The message said, "This is what your brothers, the Israelites, say to you. You know about all the troubles we have had. Many years ago, our ancestors went down into Egypt, and we lived there for many years. The people of Egypt were cruel to us, but we asked the Lord for help, and he heard us and sent an angel to help us. The Lord has brought us out of Egypt. Now we are here at Kadesh, where your land begins. Please let us travel through your country. We will not travel through any fields or vineyards. We will not drink water from any of your wells. We will travel only along King's Road. We will not leave that road to the right or to the left. To the left. We will stay on the road until we have traveled through your country." But the king of Edom answered, "You may not travel through our land. If you try to travel through our land, we will come and fight you with swords." The Israelites answered, "We will travel along the main road. If our animals drink any of your water, we will pay you for it. We only want to walk through your country. We don't want to take it for ourselves." But again, the king of Edom answered, "We will not allow you to come through our country." Then the king of Edom gathered a large and powerful army and went out to fight against the Israelites. The king of Edom refused to let the Israelites travel through his country, so the Israelites turned around and went another way. All the Israelites traveled from Kadesh to Mount Hor. Mount Hor was near the border of Edom. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "It is time for Aaron to die and go to be with his ancestors. Aaron will not enter the land that I promised to the Israelites. Moses, I say this to you because both you and Aaron did not fully obey the command I gave you at the waters of Meribah. Now bring Aaron and his son Eleazar up to Mount Hor. Take Aaron's special clothes from him and put these clothes on his son Eleazar. Aaron will die there on the mountain, and he will go to be with his ancestors." Moses obeyed the Lord's command. Moses, Aaron, and Eleazar went up on Mount Hor. All the Israelites watched them. Moses removed Aaron's special clothes and put them on Aaron's son Eleazar. Then Aaron died there on top of the mountain. Moses and Eleazar came back down the mountain. All the Israelites learned that Aaron was dead. So everyone in Israel mourned for 30 days. Numbers chapter 21. The Canaanite king of Arad lived in the Negev. He heard that the Israelites were coming on the road to Ephraim. So the king went out and attacked the Israelites. Arad captured some of the people and made them prisoners. Then the Israelites made a special promise to the Lord. Please help us defeat these people. If you do this, we will give their cities to you. We will totally destroy them. The Lord listened to the Israelites and helped them defeat the Canaanites. They completely destroyed the Canaanites and their cities. So that place was named Hormah. The Israelites left Mount Hor and traveled on the road that goes to the Red Sea. They did this to go around the country of Edom. But the people became impatient. They began complaining against God and Moses. The people said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? We will die here in the desert. There is no bread and no water, and we hate this terrible food." So the Lord sent poisonous snakes among the people. The snakes bit the people, and many of the Israelites died. The people came to Moses and said, "We know that we sinned when we spoke against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord. Ask him to take away these snakes." So Moses prayed for them. The Lord said to Moses, "Make a bronze snake and put it on a pole. If anyone is bitten by a snake, that person should look at the bronze snake on the pole. Then that person will not die." So Moses made a bronze snake and put it on a pole. Then, when a snake bit anyone, that person looked at the bronze snake on the pole and lived. The Israelites left that place and camped at Oboth. Then they left Oboth and camped at Abiram in the desert east of Moab. They left that place and camped in Zered Valley. Then they moved and camped across from the Arnon River in the desert. This river started at the Ammonite border. The valley was the border between Moab and the Amorites. That is why these words are written in the book of the wars of the Lord. And Waheb of Suphah, and the valleys of the Arnon, and the hills by the valleys that lead to the town of Ar. These places are at the border of Moab. The Israelites left that place and traveled to Beer. There is a well in Beer where the Lord said to Moses, "Bring the people together here, and I will give them water." Then the Israelites sang this song: "Well, flow with water. Sing about it. Great men dug this well. Important leaders dug this well. They dug this well with their staffs and walking sticks. It is a gift in the desert." The people traveled from Mattanah to Nahat-Leel. Then they traveled from Nahat-Leel to Bamoth. They traveled from Bamoth to the valley of Moab. In this place, the top of the Pisgah mountain looks over the desert. The Israelites sent some men to King Sihon of the Amorites. The men said to the king, "Allow us to travel through your country. We will not go through any field or vineyard. We will not drink water from any of your wells. We will travel only along King's Road. We will stay on that road until we have traveled through your country." But King Sihon would not allow the Israelites to travel through his country. He gathered together his army and marched out to the desert to fight against the Israelites. The king's army fought against the Israelites at Jahaz, but the Israelites defeated the king and took his land from the Arnon River to the Jabbok River. The Israelites took the land as far as the Amorite border. They stopped at that border because it was strongly defended by the Ammonites. Israel took all the Amorite cities and began living in them. They even defeated the city of Heshbon and all the small towns around it. Heshbon was a city where Sihon the Amorite king, lived. In the past, Sihon had fought with the king of Moab. Sihon had taken the land as far as the Arnon River. That is why the singers sing this song. Go in and rebuild Heshbon. Make Sihon's city strong. A fire began in Heshbon. That fire began in Sihon's city. The fire destroyed Ar in Moab. It burned the hills above Arnon River. It is bad for you, Moab. You lost Chemosh's people. His sons ran away. His daughters were taken prisoners by Sihon, king of the Amorites. But we defeated those Amorites. We destroyed their towns from Heshbon to Dibon, from Nashim to Nophah, near Medeba. So the Israelites made their camp in the land of the Amorites. Moses sent some men to look at the town of Jazer. Then the Israelites captured that town and the small towns that were around it. They forced the Amorites who were living there to leave. Then the Israelites traveled on the road towards Bashan. King Og of Bashan got his army and marched out to meet the Israelites. He fought against them at Edrei. But the Lord said to Moses, don't be afraid of that king. I will allow you to defeat him. You will take his whole army and all his land. Do the same to him as you did to Sihon, the Amorite king who lived in Heshbon. So the Israelites defeated Og and his army. They killed him, his sons, and all his army. Then the Israelites took all his land. Thank you for joining A Day in the Word, Bible in a Year. Please subscribe, comment, like, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Until next time, shalom.